Guys, welcome to my channel. As SBA released the notification for Junior Associate Clerk post, many of you would have already started your preparation. So in this video, I'm going to share how I have planned to clear prelims exam, what are the things to do to clear upcoming banking exam. Without further ado, let's get started. As few people here are beginners, I'm going to show you what are the topics you need to cover under each section and how many questions may come from each topic. As you see below, I have mentioned 19 topics under the quant section. So first is simplification, and you may have 5 to 10 simplification in clerk exam, and for approximation it may be 5 to 10, and for number series and wrong number it is 5, and quadratic equation it is 5. And the below three topics, this percentage, ratio and proportions, averages, a very important topic for DI and arithmetic, because most of the questions asked in the DI are based on these three topics. And next one is ages. It may be one or two, almost one will come under ages, and profit and loss, mixture and allocation, partnership, simple interest and compound interest, time, speed and distance, problems on trains, boats and streams, time and work, pipes and systems are almost same types of questions, and mensuration. So these are the topics you need to cover under quants, and daily you have to do at least 5 to 10 simplification, 5 to 10 approximation, 5 to 10 number series, 5 to 10 wrong number series, and 5 to 10 quadratic equation questions as a regular basis. And then you have to do at least one DI for prelims and one DI for mains. So, and for arithmetics you can do 20 to 30 questions practice for daily. For arithmetic you can do 20 to 30 questions under each topic daily. For example, if you are practicing profit and loss for a day, and you have to work out 10 to 20 questions on the profit and loss section for that day. So like this you can practice quant section for SBA clerk prelims. And one thing I have to share over here is there are some similar topics which you can relate with one another. So for example, if you cover the ratio and proportion topic, then you can easily crack the ages questions under arithmetic part. And profit and loss, it is almost based on percentage. Mixture and allocation is a similar topic related to ratio and proportions. So as you well versed in percentage, ratio and proportion and averages, you can easily crack these arithmetic questions almost. So, and partnership, there will be at least one question in this topic, partnership. So the main base of this partnership is ratio and proportions, and then a simple interest and compound interest. It is there are many shortcuts under this topics. So if you cover percentage, then simple interest and compound interest will be a very easy topic for you. Time, speed and distance, and problems on trains. These topics are almost based on these three variables like time, speed and distance. So if you are well versed in one specific formula, that is distance is equal to speed into time, you can crack these two topics as well. And also boats and stream is same as problems on trains. So you have few different variable names on boats on streams, like upstream, downstream, upstream speed, downstream speed. Otherwise they are as same as problems on trains. Next one is time and work and pipes and systems. Both of them are similar topics, but in pipes and system you have only one different thing, that is negative work. You have to work it out. So, and then mensuration, these are all of with formulas, and you have to remember those formulas under a few categories on mensuration. So that's it for quants. Coming to the next part is reasoning. So in reasoning, the most important thing that you have to do is you have to practice at least 2 to 3 sets of seating and puzzle on daily basis. for prelims and also for mains. So this is one important thing you have to do on the reasoning part. And there are 19 topics under reasoning. I have given it in the below image. So as you can see, this is coding and decoding. At least you can find 5 questions under this coding and decoding. And alphanumeric series, it is 5. Alphabet sequence is 5. Number sequence is 5. So under these topics, alphanumeric, alphabet and number sequence, so there are only 5 to 10 different types of questions asked under these 3 topics. So practice those 10 to 15 questions. That will be easy for you to crack these alphabet series, alphabet sequence and number sequence. And the next one is inequality. There are few tricks to solve this inequality questions in with more speed, so you can practice these. Syllogism is also you can I'm going to tell what are the topics you need to attend first and attend last in the reasoning part. So first you have to give priority to inequality because these questions are very easy. And then syllogism, if you practice more than 30 to 40 syllogism before the exam day, then it will be easy for you to clear this 3 to 5 syllogism questions. And then you have to give priority to coding, decoding, and then alphabet and number sequence because they in one set of questions you can one set of a problem you can get 5 questions in alphabet sequence, number sequence and alphanumeric. So after coding, decoding, you can take these type of questions and then direction sense, blood relation. These questions you can take after decoding and decoding because sometimes direction sense and blood relations will be a little tricky, so you can place it after coding and decoding. And next you have to take is seating and puzzle. So it will be 2 to 3 sets. That is 2 maybe from seating, 2 maybe from puzzle. It depends upon each question paper and each set. So you have to practice the seating and puzzles. So and then input output, it may be come. So you have to practice input output for prelims level, and for mains it will be come for sure, and you have to well versed these topics as well. And after this, I am going to give you some elaborate types in seating and puzzle. Under seating, you have circular seating arrangement, square, rectangular, linear row, parallel row, triangular, pentagon or hexagon. So circular, it may be facing inside or facing outside, and for square and rectangular also it may be sitting inside facing inside or facing outside, and also it has corners and edges also. And next one is linear row. So linear row, it may be the person facing north or facing south, it may be given, or mixed type will be given. That is some of them are facing north, some of them are facing south. And for parallel row, it is the top row is facing north and bottom row is facing south. Top row is facing south and bottom row is facing north. Like these they can give for parallel row. And then triangular edges and corners facing center, facing outside, and like mixed, that is person facing the edges, or person sitting on the edges of facing inside and person sitting on the corners of facing outside. Like this we can give. So these are the topics under seating arrangement. So you have to practice these types of questions, that is 5 to 10 sets of seating arrangement daily to get good marks in these kind of seating arrangement questions. Next one is puzzles. So under puzzles you have box, floor, month puzzle, year puzzle, day, variable based puzzle, blood relation based puzzle. So blood relation based puzzle is not for prelims, it is only asked on mains. So you have to focus on box puzzle, one above another, like these kind of puzzles. Box, white box, black box, blue box. This may be of 2 variable or 3 variable kind of puzzles. And floor also you can get 2 variable or one single variable puzzle. Month based puzzle, or maybe month and date kind of puzzle, that is January 13 and 22. February 13 and 22. Like these kind of questions are asked under month puzzles. And area puzzle, it is of sometimes it may be if the examiner sets the questions very tough, then they may be asked this kind of year questions and year with age questions. That is, you have to calculate the age based on the year 2021 or 2020, like that they may ask. And for day, it may be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday kind of questions. So these are the questions on the day. And one more thing is flat and floor. So in as far as I can see, last year, previous year questions, so I can see at least one type of flat and floor puzzle on prelim section. So you have to practice that also, which is first floor, third floor, second floor and third floor with the flats A and B. So this is very important type of puzzle which has been asking in upcoming exams. For English, I have kept it very simple to do. 120 grammar rules, which is very important. Under parts of speech, you have to cover 8 parts of speech, noun, pronoun, and those things. So these 120 grammar rules is from Nimisha Bansal channel, and she has given many important rules which are being asked in the prelims examination as well as mains examination. And I have to cover monthly vocabulary. Monthly vocabulary means for 6 months you have to study the daily vocabulary from Hindu. So this monthly vocabulary is from January, Feb, March, April, and goes on. And daily editorial, for daily editorial, I prefer you to see that Insight IAS and also Drishti IAS, they are providing good contents under daily editorial. So I am reading on the daily basis. If it is today, then I will select 2 editorials, one from Drishti and one from Insight IAS. So I can cover these daily editorials and their vocabulary too. So these daily editorials are not only from the Hindu, it should be from other newspapers like Indian Express, Business Standard and all. So as for banking exam, Business Standard and Economic Times, these are the editorials that may come directly for mains. So you should prepare accordingly. And the next one is each topic practice. So each topic practice, the main easy topic under English section is fillers, clause test. That's it for section, guys. And after that, I have to tell one thing, that is for mock test. If you take mock test on daily basis, some may get disappointed with the questions asked on that mock test. So you have to take mock test on alternate days. If you take test today and you have to take leave for tomorrow, and you have to take test on day after tomorrow. Like this, you have to practice mock test alternative days for prelims. And for mock, it may be once in a week, that is Saturday or Sunday, you have to fix it for mains mock. And analysis is very important, guys. Doing mock test and seeing the results and go is not not appropriate. So you have to do analysis on daily basis. Like if you are doing the mock test today, you have to do that analysis on that day itself. So you have to spend at least 1 hour to analyze that mock. So why you have to analyze the mock is that you can get to know that your strong and weak topics. So and which topic you have to give priority and which topic you should not. And these are the things that you can analyze on a mock test. That's it for today, guys. So if you have any doubts in the video, you can leave it in the comment section. And if you like this video, please click the like button. And also, if you are new to this channel, please click subscribe. Thank you.